Welcome back to Carmen's Legacy. And I read some more from chapter 4, and I think you'll enjoy this. The next few days passed in a haze. Our extended family went home except for Mum and Dad, who were incredible. I would like to think that one day I might be as brave as them if, God forbid, something so tragic were to occur in the future. But I hope never to experience anything like that again in my lifetime. We had plenty of things to keep us occupied because we had a funeral to arrange. Carmen's. What we were doing was still inconceivable, but we had to do it. We had to put the booklets together. The prayers and songs had to be selected and agreed upon by everyone. That was easy because Carmen had her favourite songs, and we were going to play them for her at her funeral. After all, it was her funeral. We decided to make a photo board that we would display inside the church on the day of Carmen's funeral. We had so many people coming and going since Carmen's car crash, and many of them were turning up with photos they had of Carmen and leaving them with us. The photo board was on display just inside the front door. Every time another person visited, they marvelled at the collection of photos of Carmen through the various stages of her life. This board was to return to its position after the funeral and remain in our home for many months. We had to prepare the church and were determined to make this a huge celebration of Carmen's life. The girls did a great job of preparing things. They placed brightly coloured balloons and streamers strategically and tastefully throughout the church because this funeral was going to be a celebration to remember, a celebration of our bright, beautiful Carmen. The night before Carmen's funeral, a vigil rosary service was held at St. Teresa's Catholic Church on the school grounds where all 4 of our girls had attended primary school. Traditionally, a rosary service is a much smaller gathering than a funeral. On this occasion, however, the church was full. All of our and Carmen's friends, plus our extended family, had returned. It was huge. The mood was sombre as Michelle, Katrina, Jasmine, and their cousins Julie, Alison and Lisa wheeled Carmen's coffee in from the side door to the front of the altar. The sombre mood continued as Father Frank Marriott called me forward to sprinkle some holy water onto the coffin. I took the bowl of holy water and sprinkled some over the coffin with the brush provided. Then something suddenly came over me, and I just had to do this one thing. I threw the rest of the holy water over the coffin while saying to Carmen, "Got you last." Father Marriott, horrified, snatched the bowl out of my hand. He didn't seem to be at all pleased with what I had just done. Was it appropriate? Who knows? But I did it. There was silence, and then almost as one, my 3 girls and the 3 cousins, wheeling the coffin in, burst into laughter. The entire congregation quickly followed. I knew Carmen would have appreciated it. No, she would have loved it. Got You Last was a game Carmen and I often played, and at that moment it felt natural for me to do what I did, appropriate or not. In those moments when nothing seems real and everything felt uncomfortable, we all did what we could to cope. For heaven's sake, I was facing my youngest daughter in a coffin. What was appropriate about that? During the rosary service, our girls took turns in placing sentimental items on Carmen's coffin. They explained why they had chosen each item: her tennis racket, work hat, hairbrush, a cushion from her bed, a packet of Mentos, and why each item was special to Carmen and them. They struggled through this and the prayers of the faithful. As one broke down, another would step in to take her place, to carry on. I cried through it all. The rosary service ended with Angie's choice of the final song, the very fitting A Little Ray of Sunshine by Brian Cadd and Glenn Sharrock. Thank you again for listening to more of Carmen's legacy. I hope you're enjoying this as much as what I am. She was sensational, and not only that, she still is. Tomorrow, we'll do more. Thank you.